Hey there, I'm Critsy Bear. Welcome back to The Witcher 3. Last time I was going to visit Shani, and this time I'm excited to continue the DLC story because I feel like maybe I've finally reached the point where I won't be completely blasted by boss battles that I couldn't predict. Yeah, honestly, the last one was kind of fun. It just took me a while, so...
Geralt, good thing you're here.
Were you moving? You're sitting next to a box. Oh.
What
no.
happened? Somebody break in?
I think I might be right.
No, just getting ready to move.
Every person Geralt kisses moves.
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but...
I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Don't you have a business here? Alright. Geralt can just, like, skip straight past and just go, you figure out the thing I needed?
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning.
I see. So it's not a choice,
Two
then.
soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
I mean, if that's what she wants to do, I don't see why.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everett met with the professor multiple times.
Don't like professors.
Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research.
I'm wearing glasses.
Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
God, I can't remember. I was trying to say something while we were in the cutscene. I can't remember what it was though. Fudge. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a professor's glasses right now. You want to know what happened to him? Want to know what happened to the last professor Geralt met? Yeah. You don't want to send me to no professor house.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge.
If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
I've turned around completely. I'm no longer making jokes about hating professors. Now I absolutely want to see this professor. I want to learn more Witcher lore about the occult.
Need to talk to this professor.
Absolutely.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
Okay. Can't save? Still can't save. Can't. Can you imagine if I took fall damage there and it wouldn't let me save? Oof. I don't even have full health.
The Academy these days.
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
I'm gonna walk so I don't skip
Many of
dialogue.
the faculty fled
Learned
to the
my
far
lesson.
north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind?
To Radovid, there's little difference between the two.
Seems to tolerate you well enough.
Because he needs me. For now.
So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
Is that it? Okay, I'm gonna start running then. Yeah, I've learned my lesson over this game. It keeps, like, I keep accidentally skipping dialogue because I'm going too fast for the NPC. Sorry I'm a little chill. I've got like a weird headache. It started like 5 minutes ago, but I'm like excited. Ooh, I haven't been... Yo, the Oxenfurt Academy is actually in the game? Somehow this is surprising to me. I always thought this was like King Radovid's castle or something over here, despite that making no sense whatsoever in the lore. But still, I assumed that this was like a castle or something. Rad. Now I'm excited, because I've heard all about Oxenfurt. Like, through the entire game series, through the lore, through this material that I've consumed on the side. Dude. Oh god, I gotta move my cord one moment. Okay. Sheesh, sorry. Due to ongoing hostilities, all faculties and departments of the Oxenfurt Academy have been closed and the institution's privileges revoked. The student body is hereby conscripted into the Redanian army, with exceptions granted only to philosophers whose constitutions make them unfit for practical activity whatsoever, as well as medics and herbalists who are required to report to the field hospital at once. Despotic. But I suppose that's only despotic compared to modern sensibilities. Back then, it's probably pretty par for the course. Oops.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man. Because if I'd not decided to operate, you'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe
What's she gonna do? Unheal her...
She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around
You
back.
right in front of the guards!
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
Agreed.
All right, let me in.
Didn't even thank them. Threatened them, then didn't even say thank you. Like, what's she gonna do? Unheal their knees? Sorry, I wanted to make that joke, but, I'm sorry, why are you leading me here? What the fuck? What the fuck? All the way over there? Meet Olgierd, I see. I'd much rather, do this part of the quest right this moment. Riverside, probably down there, yeah? How about, you? That wasn't a dive, but we're fine. Dude. I'm gonna get to visit the academy. I hope. Unless it's like a massive jape and it's gonna like stop me as soon as I get in and drop me in a cutscene and then I can never come back again. Oh, hang on. Got some goons here. Got some dudes. Sorry, I'm just practicing my swordplay, just in case I have to fight another Olgierd. You're warming up. Ow, my head. Putting a dampener on how much I'm enjoying myself.
Are you there?
Which sucks.
I'm here.
Grab the line.
You waited this long? We came here in the morning. What the fuck? Shani?
Where'd you get the rope?
What took you so long?
Long story.
Long story
But
is
we've done
right.
well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing.
I have the
Really?
Axie side.
You'd have done the same for me.
Probably.
If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
There we go. Oh man, too bad it's illegal to be in here. I want to explore. Do I get to like look in the... Can I go inside the academy? No, of course not. I can only go directly to the quest. Nothing more. I want to look at the rope, please. Man, why is it red if I can't look at it? Carry along. Is there no music in here? Did I turn off the music? No. Just a quiet night, I suppose. Oh, uh-oh. He saw me. Alright, well, I don't care. I suppose we're not doing a stealth quest after all. Parry! I did it! Oh, that's my silver sword. No wonder I missed my backstab. Oops. I suppose I'm just so used to seeing the monstrous deeds of the witch hunters. I mistook them for monsters. Yeah, I'm getting bored of the swordplay. I'll just finish him off. Alright, bye. I guess that's all the witch hunters. I suppose I can explore after all. Whatever. There's so much stuff here. It makes it hard to believe that it's like one quest location. The digger. Oh, let me guess. It's like the shovel from the guy. Where is it? Steel sword? No. Not junk. No. What? Why is it called the digger? What's it got to do with digging? Oh, y'all got any, like, orders or anything? Oh, right, witch hunters have shackles, which, have the stuff that's useful for some gear. Rad. Nothing red over there. Oh, man, there's so much stuff to look at. Why are you doing this to me? What about in here? Can I go in it? No. I'm gonna climb the ladder, at least. Let's see what's up here. Oh, I forgot to shut the door. Oh, hang on a moment. The window, rather. Okay. Just had to, like, step over for a moment. Oh. This doesn't lead to the place I expected it to, huh? Oh, hang on. Yo. Can I... Oh, hang on. I'm pretty sure I just accidentally found the way in. Oops. Oh, well. Knock, knock. I suppose. What have I done? Did I just fuck up his entire house? Are his supports gonna be okay? I wonder if I should have, like, knocked on the door first or something.
Silver Lamen. Don't know the sigil. Hasn't been used in ages, looks like. Shattered mirror. No sign of impact. Probably not an accident. Shattered by a sound, maybe. Someone look in it and scream. Julian Alboco's lesser key.
Oh, that sounds occult as fuck. Let me look at that. The essence of evil is to cause suffering. There exists many varieties of suffering, from common corporeal pain through the rarefied torment of the psyche to deep wounds dealt to the soul. Whence does evil arise? Does it appear on its own, or does it only spread when conditions are ripe? And finally, the most important question, how can evil be defeated? Most believe evil has... Now this is good occultism. Most believe evil has always existed, for none remember a time that it did not. Yet, is that sufficient proof? I dare to doubt it, for I am a scholar, and the essence of scholarship is to question all hypotheses until they are proven rigorously true. The appearances of evil are closely tied to the existence of good, its opposite and antithesis. Good without evil is dimensionless and therefore imperceptible. Evil, then, is an integral part of our lives. Evil wears many faces, and it appears in many different forms. One of them wears a skin of flesh. This evil incarnated as man travels the world. I feel like we're missing a word here. Sowing death and suffering. Such evil is devious and difficult to discern. We usually only note its presence when it's already too late. In my scholarly wanderings through the myths and legends of a great many cultures, I've come across descriptions of a certain individual which all display a striking similarity. I do not mean in terms of the individual's appearance or name, but of his modus operandi. This evil works through trickery, tempting at first with the offer of something seemingly good. The price one must pay for this object of temptation, however, is enormous and non-refundable, and the promised good often contains horrifying hooks and treacherous traps. Beware, then, of any promise of the impossible. Neat. I didn't learn anything new, but I enjoyed reading. I'm in a lore kind of mood, I guess.
Demons, dusty as they come.
Still really quiet. I thought of a comment in the middle of that, but I was...
Cole, is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot.
Oh, you're blind, aren't
Take the
you?
platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock.
Who the blazes? How do you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
Not entirely wrong. Well, I came on my own, but
No one sent me.
You lie. I may be blind, but I sense unclean powers better than anyone. Why do you think the witch hunters guard me like a treasure?
I'm a witcher.
A mutant? Yeah.
your house is gonna collapse. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends, but that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only
I don't
man
blame
who
him,
has it.
honestly. I'm fine with him.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin. I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail.
Are you trapped in that circle?
Records of encounters dating back thousands of
Are you
years
afraid to
in
leave
many
it?
cultures under many names. But
His
always
apprentice is
evil
feeding him.
incarnate. In this land we call
And he
him
has a
Gonto
bedpan.
Dim, at times Master Mirror or the Man of Glass.
Oh, his house is gonna fall and he's gonna have to leave it and Gaunter's gonna find him.
I went blind. Yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims. He thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly harmless contracts which drive their parties to madness.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
He told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me.
It's absolutely not true.
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
It's absolutely not doing anything. I promise. It's a fake circle. He's making you crazy. That's what he's doing.
Know anything else about the man?
Gonto Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive. Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him.
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why?
I mean, I can... Okay.
You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master.
You know, just a wandering witch.
The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and Odim. A meeting at a crossroads. A wish. A pact signed in blood. And a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. Odim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world. His betrothed and his brother.
Oh, shit.
Vladimir.
I thought he'd...
Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
I was about to say something, but I'm pretty sure I'm about to get the answer to the question I was going to ask.
Did Olgierd kill his own brother?
Exactly.
No, no.
I'm confused about this part.
Deduce, Witcher. Odim acts directly or indirectly. Olgierd merely signed the blood
shit.
letter. The next day, his brother was dead.
He didn't even do it. Well, I mean, I know that he got, like, killed in, like, doing bandit stuff or something like that, but I didn't know that it's just, like, it was a supernatural death. I thought it was, like, regular run-of-the-mill treachery.
Olgierd tell you all that?
He had to. How else was I to diagnose his case?
Make it sound like an illness.
It is worse. Many illnesses are treatable, but play with evil, and medicine can be much harder to find.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of Odim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he'd loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. Odim grants what you wish, not what you want. All who sign a pact learn the difference and die by it.
I get the feel.
No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No.
I will.
Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating Odin.
Oh man, I can't fight him.
Meaning?
Odin wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
So his thing is he like wears people down until they're so desperate to get rid of him they'll wager their souls to get him to go away, maybe? Perhaps. I mean, see, my idea was like he does say that he's a merchant, right? Which means like, you know, probably I'm figuring maybe he's like getting souls from our world, and then he's got like some business in Demon Land or Genie Land or Spirit Land, whatever he is, Mirror World. You know, I just figure, you know, maybe soul merchants are a cool idea, and you know, The Witcher has like really cool evil entities. I know that there's more than just one. I don't want to spoil anything, in case you haven't consumed other Witcher-related material.
Odin left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
That's
If
the
I challenge
most
him,
obvious.
end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Well, you're not going to tell me who it is? I'm so curious.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Your house is going to fall.
Very good.
Please tell him.
Oh, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Oh shit. Oh man, his poor house. A true evil. Well, I don't know. Maybe Gaunter did do that intentionally. Like, I mean, he did kill Olgierd's brother through completely unrelated means. I'm considering perhaps maybe... See, what I'm thinking is the circle was absolute, an absolute trickery, if you will. And I'm thinking maybe Gaunter didn't like that that this dude just lost him a Witcher soul or something. Ooh, a journal. Can I figure out the true nature of Gaunter Odim from reading your mad scrawlings? Where is it? What is that? Oh, it's Iris's sketchbook. Oh, can I look at it? No, of course not. Miraculous. Right, it would be at the top. What? No. Wait. No. What? Where? It should be at the top, right? Perhaps at the bottom? Maybe just check my inventory? Yeah, there we go. It won't... What's the point of showing me the new items if I can't actually click them? Man! Ay. Well, I want to check out his journal. Maybe it's not an actual item. Maybe I just take it. Ooh. Behind the Great Veil. When did I get this? Bestiary entries. Oh. Of the many demons which reside in the outer spheres, hymns are among the most dangerous. A hymn? These other demons usually must take on concrete living form, be it man or beast. Hymns, on the other hand, appear in our world in their own immaterial form, which is invisible to all save their chosen victim. Hymns feed on fear, regret, a sense of guilt, in a word, negative emotions, and since they are eternally hungry, they provoke these emotions, and humans they torment. These demons cannot be exorcised. A hymn takes as a victim is lost and will inevitably succumb to madness and then death. Okay, well, I guess I answered my question of what kind of a monster. Maybe. The Circle Odim created The Circle Odim terrifies me. I cannot see it, but I know it is here. I know no name for the sense which I perceive with which I perceive it. When I near its bounds, strange shivers shoot down my spine. This is not pain, but something that stands my hair on edge like a hedgehog's quivers. A month has passed, and still I stay within the runic circle. Nightmares prey on me more and more. I've come to fear sleep. You're literally an occultist, and you're telling me you never put two and two together? Like, I started staying in this circle all the time, and I'm getting weird nightmares and this strange ominous feeling that I shouldn't leave it. You know, I was just in contact with a demon that preys on negative emotions and feelings of fear. Dude's been, like, slow roasting him. And Gaunter's been, Gaunter put him in the demonic crockpot for a couple decades. I dreamt I had a daughter. This was strange, for I've never had children, yet one came to me in my sleep. She was no older than 10. She called me Daddy, and loved me deeply. I could see it in her eyes. Sorry, something was... The strangest part of all was I also burned for her with a great paternal love. Can one possibly dream of someone who does not exist? Can one love such a one? I no longer fear sleep. Perhaps Odim decided to give me peace. I have no desire to change his mind. My dreams of Emily give me great joy. My daughter is a good and clever girl. I believe she will grow into a wonderful woman. A shame she exists only in my dreams. No, not only do I no longer fear sleep, but now I cannot wait for the moment in which it comes. What a fantastic transformation. If nothing changes, I shall soon try to leave the circle. I know now why I dreamt for weeks of the child I never had. It was his doing. Yep, finally put it together. I saw it the first paragraph. The night my daughter died, she caught such a strange illness which pocked her whole body with hideous oozing sores. She cried, begging me to help. I could do nothing. She died in my arms. I awoke soaked with sweat. I remain a wreck, my mind tattered. 3 months have passed since Amelie's death. My heart still bleeds, and horrifying visions plague me every moment. I am a blind man who wishes he saw nothing, for utter blindness would be a relief from compared to these tormenting visions. I cannot persevere. Persevere? Yo, I got it right. I cannot persevere much longer. I have become a deeply unhappy old man. I have now lived within this magic circle for a year. Thought of suicide haunt my mind ever more often. It would be so simple, but I need but step outside the runes. So I suppose maybe he was starting to put it together, and now I've spoiled the fun, and Gaunter just decided to just kill him right away. It's my idea, anyway. Good morning. Oh, yo, it actually is morning. I'm sorry, 3:50 a.m.? When does the sun rise at 3:50 a.m.? Unless you live in, like, Sweden or something. Right, anyway, is there anything else to explore here? I would love it. Doesn't look like it, though. So professors get a whole house in the university. Ooh, what's this? Cool statue. Interesting. Really interesting. I wish it would, like, let me examine it and learn what that is and what's going on with that dude's head. But whatever. This place looks rad. Oh, man. Yo, it's time to see Gaunter and, what? Right, I went on a rope. That's why I can't get out. Oh, what's this one? What is that? What? Wait, is that a hurdy-gurdy? Okay. Why is this hurdy-gurdy so important? Why is there a stone sculpture of a hurdy-gurdy? Wait, the rope is gone. How do I get out? The door's locked and the rope is missing. Shani? Help. Maybe I just gotta, like, jump out. Oh, yeah, there is a tower here. Could be. You would... You know, this town has a coroner, and the coroner's probably gonna determine that only a witcher could be this precise. But I'll be fine. I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Send level 40 goons at me? I've already killed those guys. No problem. Oh, but I do have to go until next episode, don't I? I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.